Welcome to the Chrissie, Sam and Browny podcast. What do we got?
Well, Big Maxi Gawn preparing for the start of the finals today. Dino, so he was on it, and controversy in The Masked Singer, Christine.
Yes, was Hughesy fed the name of Melody Thornton from the Pussycat Doll?
Yes, he was. Absolutely 100%.
Oh, my goodness. What a... that is a lust scandale I was not prepared for.
Mystic Chrissie,
Yes.
Kitty Flanagan,
Yep.
and Brownie's horse, spoiler alert even. Nah, wait for the podcast. You'll find out where it finished.
Sizzle. Enjoy.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
The podcast.
Morning, Melbourne. Welcome to your Monday, and what a gorgeous weekend it was weather-wise.
Beautiful turn. I heard the birds chirping on the way into work this morning, Swanee. It's a sign.
Even better. Guess what I got my first sniff of yesterday?
Yes.
Jasmine.
Oh, yes. Like that.
Jasmine is in the air. That means spring is around the corner, literally 2 or 3 days away.
And I smell jazz cigarettes.
This is a good sign.
How many jazz cigarettes, Dino?
I don't know what you're talking about. You guys both had a big weekend. Masked Singer finished.
Yes.
Jonathan is now a billionaire.
Yeah.
After his horsies did good.
Well done.
Horse.
We'll get to that very soon.
Yes, looking forward to that. Footy final starts this week, so we got Big Maxi Gawn, the captain of Melbourne, coming in to chat.
I really feel like we've broken the back of winter, guys.
Yeah, it's snapped it.
18 degrees today.
We have
Gorgeous.
snap danced it.
We have, well
Snap
done, John.
danced it.
Correct. And Swanee, people are blowing up about Dave Hughes off The Masked Singer.
They are.
What's
I'm
happened?
sure I'll
We'll get
have
to
a
it.
comment about that. Yeah, maybe 6:30.
People are saying rigged.
People are saying rigged.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
How good is exploring our amazing backyard again?
And ticking off all Aussie big things. Pineapples, bananas, melons.
That's making me hungry.
Head to whatif.com and start planning your big Aussie adventure.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
Jonathan blew the doors off on Saturday,
Oh,
John.
absolutely. Just celebrated real hard because my horse, Snap Dancer, won the Memsey Stakes. Now, it may not mean a hell of a lot to people, but it's the first Group 1 of the season,
It
Swanee.
should.
At Caulfield on Saturday, it was magnificent.
Whoa.
When so late in the day, there, Swanee, it was an all-star field.
Yeah.
So we weren't sure how she'd go, but late in the piece, she got backed in pretty hard, which is always a good sign.
What does that mean?
Well, a lot of money came for her.
So people are going, bloody hell, that horse.
So the smart money, Swanee, the smart money had come for Snap Dancer late. To the point where I was standing beside Kieran Maher, the trainer, Australia's greatest trainer. He leaned over to me and goes, "Oh, I like when our horses get backed in late."
And what did that do to your
Well,
loins?
all of a sudden, everyone started scrambling. Some onlookers heard that comment. Next minute, their phones are out and they're loading onto their betting apps and they're trying to hit them late. And then Swanee, obviously, we were more confident when the start happened.
Dinner travel.
Oh, wrong audio. Sorry.
Ready for the Memsey, set to go, and away they go. And beginning well was Alligator Blood, but Snap Dancer fired out.
Oh, Snap Dancer fired out, so all of a sudden we're in.
Alligator blood, no match.
No
Snap
match.
Dancer.
Good start, Swanee, unlike bit of a lad.
They're off and racing in the Scottish Stuart Brolly. And bit of a lad missed it by 7.
So Swan, because she landed a length in front, so she led all the way. Ethan Brown, who's no relation to me, rode a fantastic race, and the last few hundred, Sonny, it's so exciting being there when one of your horses actually wins a big race.
I bet.
200 metres to go, 2.5 lengths in front of Western Empire. Call sign Mav, I'm Thunderstruck and Dragon Leap. But Snap Dancer, 100 metres to go, still clear. I'm Thunderstruck, wearing it down. Snap Dancer needs the line, but won it.
Won it.
Crazy.
What were you doing? Describe your body language.
I think Kieran hugged me, or I hugged Kieran. There was high fives.
It's a blur.
What's Jodie doing at this point?
No, Jodie wasn't there.
Right.
There may have been some kissing
Yes.
going on. I don't know what happened. I can't remember the moment. I was just lost. I was lost in the moment, Swanee.
So
It
exciting.
was
Bit of
so
Glenn
good.
Waverley about it, Swanee. I'm told. I heard.
Yeah. How is Kieran?
Little bit of that was afterwards in the committee room.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
the owners room.
Celebrate. Celebrate.
One of the boys dropped their knob in the trophy.
Hey, when you win, you win.
You didn't have to actually spell it out.
Hey.
We were laughing already.
Got out of hand. Anyway,
What happened with this bet?
yeah, Ty rang up on Friday, Swanee. I had 2 horses running. In the boat, was running a couple of races earlier, and Snap Dancer So-
Sorry, the visual image is so strong of Brownie just losing his mind.
Right, straighten up.
Unzip.
Straighten up. So, Ty, zip it back up.
Come on, Kieran, put it away.
What the hell? Come here.
We know you're excited.
So, Ty rang up on Friday. Let's straighten up here. And I said,
Yeah.
I suggested bet with my two good horses that were running, Swanee.
Yes.
And so I gave him this suggested bet.
Hey, Brownie. I was having a look at the form guide yesterday and I noticed that you've got two horses running tomorrow.
Yes.
And which one should I put my money on?
I think race 6 in the boat. What we're going to do, Ty, we're going to go a multi. So you're going to back him to win. Him do race 8, snap dance to the place. That'll get you about a $12 multi. Have $3 to $3 or $4 on that, and you'll be rich.
Ty, whatever you decide to do, please call us on Monday.
So not only Ty's followed that advice, Dino's followed the advice as well.
$50 on that exact combination that
Okay.
John said on the radio.
Well, we're going to find out from Ty how much he cashed in. Hi, Ty.
Hi, guys. How you going?
Good, mate. So you did exactly what Jonathan told you.
I did. I only put a couple of dollars on. I put a $5 on, and it was about $11.80.
And how much did you cash out?
Absolute zero. In the boat was a flop.
We might have got that combination wrong.
Did you, John?
Well, in the boat it was an honest run, but it ran 5th. Snap Dancer won, so not only ran a place, it actually won the race, Swanee. If Ty had been standing beside me moments before the race when Kieran said, "Oh, I like it when our horses get backed in late," he would have then quickly jumped on his phone and reloaded and backed Snap Dance to the win.
So, Ty, it's your fault, you see.
Well, my wife did suggest when we saw the odds coming down to put a $5 on a place, and we did. So we did get our money back, only just.
Yes, there you go. That's a win.
That's a win.
That is a bona fide win, Ty. You should be happy.
Not as big a win as Kieran enjoyed after the winning.
It's all right. Look, because Jonathan screwed you out of money, you're going to get a year's worth of binge, mate.
Oh, wow. Thanks very much.
No worries. Binge. House of the Dragon is on Binge, world's biggest show from the minds that brought you Game of Thrones.
Goodness me.
Stream new episodes every Monday on Binge. All right. Well, you're a tycoon now.
That's
and
right.
How much?
Gamble responsibly.
Gamble responsibly.
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast.
The black deal there. I'm scratching my head. Can't tell tit from tat.
Can't tell tit from tat over here. We had a lot of guests on this show. A lot of them have unique voices. Swanee and Brownie, you have to tell me who they are after I play a small snippet. Swan, you're playing for Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Hello, Swanee. How are you?
Good, mate. I'm pretty good at this game.
True. True. Samantha?
Excellent.
Samantha, John is your man, Samantha.
Good morning, John. How are you?
Thank you, Sam. Can I call you Sam or is it Sammy?
Thank you for what?
Yeah, you can call me Sammy. Absolutely.
Sammy, I'll be doing my best.
Buzzer check,
Brownie's
please.
pretty good. Chrissie.
Whoa.
Chuck it on! Jesus. Look at that, it's quick.
Round one.
Narendra.
John. Matthew McConaughey.
Bang.
Well done.
Jeez, he's a pistol this morning.
And of course, the reason he was saying the country town of Narandera is because Sam Pang's family is from there, and Matthew McConaughey did a year's exchange in Narandera.
Dude, yeah.
Even more bizarrely, he loves West Indian cricketers. That was so weird.
Unbelievable.
Round two.
What a hero of a man. What a great guy.
John.
Oh, he limped in, I'd say, with that buzz.
Chrissy. Bear Grylls.
Correct.
Good get.
Thanks, mate.
Tried to be. Still try to be a tennis
John.
player.
John?
It ain't easy with Albanese.
Correct, John. 2-1.
Well done, John.
Anthony Albanese.
This will get you the win, this one. Swanee needs it to come back.
How you feeling, Sammy?
Yes.
Hello.
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 Okay.
I did that for 10 years. I fell in and out of love.
I thought that was still Sammy. Can you play that again?
Here we go.
I did that for 10 years. I fell in and out of love.
Now, I know who it is, and even I reckon it
Of
doesn't
course you
sound
do.
like...
It's written in front of you.
But my point is, it doesn't sound like the person it is.
Play it again.
I did that for 10 years. I fell in and out of love.
Needed Lisa Wilkinson.
Oh, really? It does not sound like it.
All right, here we go. John, we really need you to win this.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm quite Brad Pitt.
John, definitely a footballer.
Yes.
It's not Patrick Ryder.
Swan.
No idea.
Think Love in My Eyes.
Ben,
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm quite Brad Pitt.
Ben Cousins.
Needed Nick Natanui, gang.
Oh,
Needed Nick
yes.
Natanui. Sadly,
That's
that's
Ruckman. I was close enough.
by default. Jonathan wins. Samantha.
Woohoo! Fantastic. I'm very happy. Thank you.
Well,
You've got a great prize, Samantha. You've got a binge subscription. We're going to give one to Matt as well.
Well done, Maddie.
Good on
Okay.
you, Maddie.
Thank you.
But as an extra winner's circle prize, you get $200 to spend at Priceline. Now, if you need any help, you just call me.
Chrissie, absolutely. Can you come shopping with me today at Waverley Garden?
Oh, my God, I would love to. I love Priceline.
She'll see you there. And for health and beauty advice you can count on, visit Priceline Pharmacy. You'll be glad you asked.
Whenever I hear Waverley, I just Waverley.
Ever wondered what happens in the studio? Check out Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Instagram.
Masked Singer all wrapped up, and this guy should have damn won it.
Sheldon Riley. You may have seen him at Eurovision absolutely kill it. Or last night as Snapdragon on The Masked Singer, in which Chrissie has some beautiful words to say.
I think that you've tried to pretend that you don't have this amazing gift and that you're like everyone else, but you're not. You have a gift, and you need to embrace that because it makes so many people happy, including yourself.
Here's Sheldon.
My favourite performer on The Masked Singer this year. Welcome, Sheldon.
You are so sweet.
You are the best. Your voice is unbelievable. Can we just enjoy for a moment Never Enough, which you performed last night?
Jesus.
What is it like to hear that back? Are even you impressed with your pipes?
A little bit, hey. I remember when they first called me in, I was overseas and I flew in and I was like, surely it's a lip sync. Like, what is it? Makes sense. So I tried this outfit on. So heavy, by the way. So heavy.
And could you see out?
Nothing. So the entire season, I saw nothing. And then they had squid, like the creative directors were in there like, all right, so you've got to remember it's 7 steps left, 8 steps right. And I was like, that, the weight, the singing, the everything. So when I listened back, I'm like, God, I sound pretty good.
You do sound absolutely amazing. Don't you think, though, technology-wise, after 4 years, they would have found a way to make the masks see-through?
Yes.
Apparently, I said the same thing. They're like, no, we've actually made them more beautiful and less easy to actually live in. So
that is true.
Sheldon, in that grab, a beautiful key change. I'm a sucker for a key change.
Oh, stop it. Thank you.
Can you think of any great key changes of history that you enjoy singing?
Anything from Eurovision. They're the queens of key changes. I think that's where I got a bit more of an advantage. But yeah, it was a big thing, hey.
Is it more nerve-wracking, though, is it more nerve-wracking not being able to see and obviously the challenges around and the costume on, or being out in the open like some of the other contests you've been to?
I mean, I've worn a mask for ages now. I've worn masks I couldn't see shit in. So, I mean, it wasn't my first time. But I think, I'm more comfortable singing with the mask on, to be completely honest. It seems to be the thing that everyone says after this show is they weren't prepared to have to sing once you've taken it off because you get so comfy wearing it.
Yeah, and last night I saw you go, sort of in the first few notes, you're like, oh, God, I'm singing and everyone can see me.
Yeah,
was that what that was about?
Yeah, but I also haven't sung without a mask on in forever. It's been so long. And, it's a weird one. It was really strange.
On God's green earth, how did Hughesy know it was that obscure Pussycat Doll singer? How?
Just a little convenient, isn't it? No one gets her the whole season. Just magically gets her now.
Just a little birdie sort of popped on her Hughesy's shoulder. Smelled a rat. You said smelled a rat, Swanee. The whole rat was coming out his nostril. Hey, he was hand-fed that, no doubt about it.
I mean, it is no secret who I wanted to win. Last Singer, I was on board with you right from the very beginning, and I think you're extraordinary. I want to talk about your dad and his role in your performance.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, like my dad, Yeah, he used to make my outfits for me. It's been actually I was in the Clue packages a fair few times, but yeah, he's really excited about it all. It was really fun. I mean, I don't know. I don't think many people had dads that were okay with their sons dressing the way I did when I was younger. So I think, again, a bit of an advantage there. I mean, did you see the heels I was wearing? Jesus, even I don't wear shoes like that.
Because they were not only high, they were also platform.
They were massive.
They were massive. Sometimes I was looking at them going, who can walk in them? I mean, you should have won just for that.
Oh, stop it. I mean, measured up, that was an 11-foot costume all up. So that was...
Wow.
Was crazy. No, but it was really sweet, the whole thing. And, you know, my mum and dad are super proud of the whole experience.
When did you first realise you had this unbelievable voice within you?
Oh, stop it. You're so sweet. It's too much.
Fact. It's fact. It's not too much.
It's fact, brother.
It's fact, because not only, I mean, look, there are lots of people in the world that have a fantastic voice, but there's something about what you put into it, your vulnerability and the stories that you tell with that. I've never heard anything like it.
It's really kind.
It really moves me.
I mean, on a serious note, not to get too serious, but I mentioned it last night with the whole Asperger's thing and the mental health. So I was completely mute to the world till I was maybe about 10. Didn't speak to anyone other than my family. I struggled so hard. So it wasn't until I started seeing that people actually were like, oh, you're cool. So I was like, okay, that's my thing, without sounding like a reality TV person. It really was. Like, I genuinely didn't speak to anyone. I mean, the amount of speech therapists and people I spoke to, it's just everything. It was a tough one. So this was, I mean, I grew up in a crazy religious family as well. And I mean, my dad's amazing. I love him to death. But it's been a big journey as well with my family, with just everything. So it's, probably then that I realised my voice was going to kind of be my ticket out of.
You're extraordinary. Amazing. You're so young still too. How fantastic to have this kind of self-awareness and awakening so early on. And I feel like you're just going to soar, you know, now.
Thank you. No, I'm excited. Every time I get to sing, I'm like, I'm really grateful for it. Every time, every song I write, every time I get to perform it, it means a lot, really.
Sheldon,
extraordinary.
True or false? The Eurovision after party is a lawless orgy.
True. True. Depending which countries you end up with, there's lots of parties.
Sam Pang told us that.
He did.
There's lots of parties. I think the Eurovision party I went all the way up until I think it was the afternoon. It was the next day, but But Europeans party harder. Australia's so behind, especially
right.
Not as hard as the Glen Waverley Football Club.
True.
No, that's true. That's true.
Mate, congratulations. What a voice, and we can't wait to see what you do next. No doubt it'll be huge.
Oh, my next thing I'm doing. I can't talk
that?
about it yet, but it's going to be a stage. I never thought I would. It's freaking massive. It's happening like 2 or 3 weeks from now. It's huge.
You're too young for the jungle, mate.
Can you come back on and talk about it with us?
I would love to.
Amazing.
I would love to.
And sing for us next time.
Yeah, sure.
Also, Sheldon, I want to make an official request.
Please.
Can I be your friend?
Can we be friends?
I would really love to.
We live so close now.
Don't do it, mate. Don't do it, mate.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
The podcast.
I feel like we've all been revitalised by the gorgeous weather of the weekend. Because you, Sam, have got a spring in your step, my friend.
You say it's a glow, Christine.
It's a glow.
Good morning. Well, it's hard not to be happy when I see my friends.
It's so exciting.
Colleagues.
So exciting to see you. Did you have a good weekend?
I had a wonderful weekend.
Great.
Started on Friday and
ended this morning.
No, I got
stumbled out of a revolver.
Might be time for, as you would say, just a little break, a little spell in the paddock, John. But I'll take you through it after this one. But it's wonderful to see you. Congratulations on the grand final of the Masked Singer.
Thank you. It's all wrapped up now.
Big. Hughesy cheated. If you're just tuning in,
story?
Yeah,
a very elaborate story.
What do you mean he cheated? Someone accused of rigging. And I sort of get it. At the time, I was like, yeah, sure, that could happen. But he guessed Melody Thornton from the Pussycat Dolls. And look, He didn't
go to his go-to Beyonce guess. He didn't. That's his go-to now. It's a catchphrase.
No, I mean it does beggar the question: how do you go from guessing someone is Kevin Costner to guessing someone is Melody Thornton, and it being believable? But I can only speak from my experience. The producers never told me anything.
I can only speak from my experience when I ask a question. Who is Melody Thornton? Who is that?
From the Pussycat Dolls.
We've met her then.
Yeah, we have.
Because I remember
That was Scherzinger. That was Scherzinger. The only one people
I don't think she was included in that tour, if you know what I mean.
Because when I remember when they were in here.
Yeah.
I don't know who it was. And then they got in the lift. And then I got in the lift and I just said, hello, Pussycat Dolls.
Yes.
And they were all there. So
Yeah.
we just all... They probably remembered as well. You know, man, it's fine.
Of course. She mentioned you in her acceptance speech last night.
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast.
This is what happened over the weekend.
News, sport, drama, and entertainment.
It's the weekend that was with Sam and Bang.
I'll start with the quick version, Swanee.
Yeah.
Because my weekend starts on a Friday. Started on a Friday at the Port Melbourne Football Club with Jonathan Brown. At about 12:30, we would have had our first one. Ooh. And then all of a sudden, it feels as though next thing you know, 14 hours later, I'm drinking a mojito at a bar in Fitzroy with Jack. I'm going, what happened?
What happened?
Is that what happened?
Now, this function was 3 years in the making.
That's right. I needed to let off some steam. It was a big build-up. You know what I mean?
This event had been organised and cancelled and reorganised about 5 or 6 times.
Right.
The great Billy Swan, former VFA legend...
Father of Dane
Swan. He had organised it. He touched base with me in September of 2019 to this because he's on the committee for the Port Melbourne ex-players, Swanee. It was a fantastic function. But finally, Sam and myself had this hanging over our head for 3 years. Like Billy Swan, it become one of the great annoyances in my life, to be honest. He's a lovely man.
By the way.
But I was like, shit, lose me number, can you do it?
How great to have it done.
And you'll be proud to know that John felt the need to point that out on the day.
Of course you did.
Last time you guys did a cashier, your bodies were auctioned off at the start.
Yes.
Did that happen again?
That did not happen. That did
We're
not
sitting
happen.
together.
And by the way, the Brownlow medalist Dane Swan was there, and it's obviously a big day for Dane. You know, he wore his best hoodie.
Swanee had
runners.
He wanted to go and support his dad, of course. His dad had organised this event 18 times.
I think he'd ironed his tracksuit pants too. It was nice.
Yeah, tracksuit pants on and a hoodie.
But did they have a crease down the middle? That's what I want to know.
He went to the gym. He was going to the gym. But we had a wonderful. You know, it's not a club that we have any real affiliation with. I'd played at that ground, but
Sam had played there in his previous role as a Paran Football Club player.
I didn't know that.
Against Williamstown, the borough.
Against Port.
Against Port. Jeez, I'm going.
And it was wonderful to be back there. And there was a man who talk about volunteers or people who the salt of the earth, Swanee.
Yeah,
Not my people usually, but even I had to acknowledge the 92-year-old gentleman in the front row, Pug.
No.
Pug. I think his name was.
Did he breathe?
Pug.
Was he a mouth breather? Is that how he got his name?
He was my takeaway was he was so sharp.
Really?
And it gave me a lot of he was. I thought I'm sitting next to a 92-year-old, but he'd given 72 years of service to Port Melbourne.
God.
Amazing. And
Pug.
I looked at Pug during the day because he wasn't drinking.
Yeah.
I think he had 12 Coke Zeros though. I'm going, Pug, you made it to 92. And you loosen up. You can probably go to full strength Coke.
Oh, bless him.
By the way, we acknowledged him. We got him to stand up and got everyone to give him a round of applause.
Great.
So did Jonathan bail after the event to take Bam Bam to falconry or something like that?
No, you wouldn't believe this, Swanee. For the first time this year.
What?
I had this man after 5 o'clock.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, Jonathan.
Usually you're off. You've got to go to work.
Got to go to work Friday night.
Or Saturday night. Or
Jack's baseball.
Or Jack's discus. Or, whatever it is. Or Liv's fencing. Or, or
falconry.
Calligraphy. Macy's jousting. Whatever it is, mate. There's always something you've got to do. So the idea that I had him, it was unbelievable.
What did you do? I said, mate, I'm all yours for the next few hours. I'm all yours. Where are you going to take me?
What did you do?
He took me to the Cricketer's Arms.
It's Cricketer's Arms bar at the Windsor Hotel.
Lovely.
Yeah. We had one there or two there.
Well, we went for the wallet and it wasn't welcome there. One of the boys said, I'll pick this up, Sam. He was a big fan of Sam.
Swanee, my main takeaway from the weekend, though, was ever since the Shaq interview, all I've been asked about is Shaq. Right?
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. What was he like? Or we loved hearing him on the radio, whatever it was.
Thank you, Shaq.
The one thing that it's not like we're going to talk about Shaq forever, but the one thing that we all forgot to do is Brownie got to ask him how much he benched. We played that, didn't we? Remember we played it on Wednesday or Thursday.
No.
Didn't play it?
We haven't played it.
We played it, but we played it, right? But not without... Not without traditional bells and whistles,
Yes,
right?
that's why I didn't remember.
Well, let's do it now.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Now it's time for How Much Do You Bench Press with Jonathan Brown.
I always ask the athletes when they're on our show, how much did you bench in your prime? So my max at one time was 475.
Shaq!
Jeez, that's big.
That's a lot.
Want to see what happens in the studio? Check it out on Facebook. Follow Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
Now, I fully expect Sam Pang to roll his eyes about this because I'm going to talk about my walking for Fred Hollow's Foundation. I've only got 2 more days. You've only got to put up with it for another 2 days.
Hold on. In terms of things I roll my eyes at, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's everything, though.
I know,
So
it's
not-
everything, but it's
not
specifically
just-
the walking.
Not just you, whether it's Brownie's stupid horse that wins whenever you don't,
Stupid
whenever
horse.
we're not betting on it.
That's true. That is true.
It's your own fault.
How-
Not
what's
you. I
that
don't-
about?
I don't roll my eyes at you, though, Dana. You're
Exactly.
beautiful.
You're beautiful. Anything you say.
And you two.
Sam doesn't roll his eyes at the walking aspect, just the charity aspect.
Yes. That's it. Well, how about this?
That's a good point.
How
The
you-
I like the walking.
How are your
charity?
How are your eyes rolling at this? I've raised. It's nothing to do with me, really. I mean, I've committed to do these 300 kilometres in August. People have got behind me to the tune of $60,000.
Jesus!
It's
Nothing but my
amazing.
sincere congratulations. But I can do an eye roll if you want. But that'd be pretty dark-hearted.
It would be pretty dark-hearted. And you're lucky to be able to roll your eyes because, of course, the whole point of the Fred Hollis Foundation
Good
is
segue.
that you
Very
can
good.
heal avoidable blindness for only $25. That is a bargain. I remember
Good
I told
segue.
Ash Williams, I said, can you believe $25? He goes, sounds like a lot to me. I'll give you 10. Anyway.
Amazing song.
I have really, to be honest, last week I thought maybe I wouldn't be able to hit the 300 kilometres. So panic has forced me to walk 39 kilometres this weekend.
Oh my God.
And
Same reaction Shaq got when he got 475. Whoa!
so I'm back up to a level that I think I'm going to do it. But for a long
What's
time,
this-
I didn't think I was going
What
to
date
get
is it?
there.
29.
It's the 29th.
I'll give you a sense of the day later. But Monday, August 29, 30 days of September, April, June and November. So you got
I've got
30
2
and
days,
30.
31.
Well, no, today included. So you got 3
Yes.
days.
And I'm at 274.
74, 26.
26.
She can't walk
divided by
Wednesday.
3.
She can't walk Wednesday, though. She's only got today and tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
She's
can't
got
walk
commitments.
Wednesday. I've
What are you
got
got to? You got to do a? You got to do more than a half marathon in 2 days.
Yeah. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because
Absolutely.
I'm absolutely crazy. Like yesterday, I had my mum's 80th birthday lunch.
Oh, yes.
I woke up super early. I made a spaghetti bolognese, slow cooking it like you do, Sam. Did that. Did the washing while everyone was asleep and then took off for
by
2
the
hours.
way-
Came home, got dressed, went for lunch.
There could be a touch of Cliffy Young here, as walking through the night. Do you know what I mean? Just like
Oh, yes.
as others sleep,
Yes.
you're walking.
Do you remember that famously, Swanee? You
I
had to walk
may-
from Sydney to Melbourne?
Yes, I do. I may have to do that, but we'll see. I've got 26 kilometres to go. I've also pledged, I wanted to get to $100,000 and I'm at $60,000.
Okay.
So that's going to be a big ask. If you're a client and you want to give me a lot of money for the Fred Hollis Foundation, please contact Wilsey today. And I do feel, though, very optimistic that I'm going to hit both of my targets.
No chance.
But I've got to say, last year we were in lockdown and it was much easier.
Yeah, too much on. Yeah.
It was so much easier because the fitness I have, the fitness isn't a problem. I can walk, one day I did 19 kilometres in a day.
Easy.
That's no problem. But it's finding the time as life returns to normal with the kids.
I'm
And
right about that. We're open again. I'm finding my fitness on a Friday afternoon's not as bad as I thought it was, John.
I'm talking about actual fitness, not piss fitness, Pang.
It's still a fitness.
Piss fit Pang.
It is still a
fitness.
Hey.
Anyway, get onto my Instagram page, Chrissie Swan. There is a link in the bio.
3 days.
An anonymous donor has offered to match everything that you pledge to me. So if someone gives $20, which is a lot, by the way, I understand times are tough, this anonymous donor, who I like to think of as Tony Stark
Yes.
/ Iron Man, is going to give $20. So you kind of double your money.
Yeah.
And save. We've already saved together well and truly over 2,000 people from avoidable blindness. And it's something that means a lot to me. And it obviously means a lot to you. So let's turn this mother out. There's 2 days to go.
Link at Swanee's Instagram. Go to our Instagram. And $25, that doubles to 2 people saved. So, man.
Absolutely. Bang.
Good luck, Swan.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
Here's Max Gawn. Yeah, he plays for Melbourne. Mainly a rockman. We're talking 40 with Max.
Maxie, you're not in the studio. You are live from Casey. It looks like a beautiful morning. How are you feeling?
Yes, down to beautiful Casey Fields. I haven't got a bad word to say about this place, apart from the 50-minute drive on a Monash. That's pretty grim, but it's beautiful.
Do you think that Case? Do you think you'll ever return home? To Melbourne's spiritual home, closer to the city, or is it?
Casey's only a stone's throw away, really. But no, Sam, we're sort of split between Amy Park, which is Gosh's paddock there in the city, and here. We spend sort of 2 days at each, and unfortunately, you've caught me on a day where I'm down here.
Well, what can I just ask? A serious question, right? You talk about Casey. Obviously, it feels as though, to me, it feels slightly far away. But if you, why? Can you give me one thing about going to Casey? Go, wow, this is pretty cool. I'm glad we're out here because of blank. What?
On the way, there's actually a really good Guzman and Gomez that opens at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Yeah,
really?
I'm talking about the facilities at Casey. Is there something there that you go, wow, that's cool? Like that's a cool water tap or something?
Well, I've got the gym in the background, but it just doesn't compare to the bacon and egg wrap at Guzman and Gomez at 7 a.m.
That's right, yeah.
All of a sudden, all the punters out there are quickly jumping on Sydney when they found out Maxie's eating burritos on the way to training. Hey, how's the weekend off, mate? Does it feel right having a weekend off before the final start, or would you rather just plough on and keep playing?
Yeah, we last year was very different for us. We had the week off, obviously winning this final, and then we had the week off before the granny. Where this year it's every team gets a week off now. But look, I mean, it's good. We were able to watch the VFL on the weekend. We got Tom McDonald potentially coming back, who was out here playing on the weekend. Funny enough, against Sydney's VFL team. So that worked out quite well. We got a little look at how they play, and the boys got up. But yeah, it's a good freshen up.
Maxie, for the love of God, you must be so wanting to have a grand final at the actual MCG. Is that add more pressure to you, do you think?
Yeah, I'm looking forward. The only person I knew last year, Dino, was your mum over in Perth.
She did ask for money, and I'm sorry about that.
But to be able to do it, play sort of finals footy, let alone to try and get to the pointy day at the end there, but to play finals footy in front of friends and family. I've now got a 10-month-old son who would probably come to a day game, and I think the only day game would be the last day, so... hopefully we can get there, and yeah, just to play in front of friends, family, supporters, it'll be pretty cool.
Are Babbage and Burbank going to make it to this grand final? I wonder, Jonathan.
I hope so. I think
They were in the news last week.
I think they've been made life members of the Melbourne Football Club.
If they got to the one in WA, I think they get to the one in Melbourne, aren't they?
Surely. Well, they should be fated. It's going to be a big week for if Melbourne make it through to the grand final. It's going to be a big week for Babbage and Burbank.
Yeah. I think they'll be doing
Cashies. Who wouldn't want them on the bill?
Max, I don't really seen you. Well, no, we haven't seen you since obviously the last round where Carlton. Obviously, I don't know if you heard they went down to Collingwood by a point. No, I just wanted to say, so this man, his leadership and his compassion is often talked up about, what makes him so great. One of the Melbourne's greatest leaders, and of course the captain of the premiership team that broke the drought.
57 years.
I just wanted to give a little insight into this man. Do you know that after the Collingwood Carlton game where I was a bit flat?
Yeah.
I received a text message from Max saying...
Thoughtful?
It was thoughtful. How are you, mate? Just checking in, seeing if you're okay.
Oh, that's nice.
And then a dick pic. So it was unbelievable. I'm just saying, it was. I don't know why you felt the need to do that, Max, but I appreciate it very much.
There's plenty of room on the Melbourne wagon if you want, Sam. I know it was a devastating loss, and we talked off air if this text was fair game. The dick pic wasn't.
Maxie, you mentioned you're doing upper body weights today. Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Now it's time for How Much Do You Bench Press with Jonathan Brown.
That's right. Now, Maxie, you've got a couple of questions to answer. First one, actually, we're going to set the bar. Shaquille O'Neal, we asked him this question the other day, how much do you bench? Came back with 215 kilograms. Now, Maxie, considering you're a slightly smaller man, even though you're a big man in our game, you don't have to compete with that, but how much do you bench?
215 is a lot. That's incredible.
Don't feel inferior, it's okay.
No, today I'm just going to push around 110, 150.
Moving a bit of tin.
You
up
son
and
of a
down.
gun.
Sun gun.
You son gun.
Shifting steel. Maxie, good luck. You must be so nervous the week of finals. It must take so long for that game to come around this Friday, right?
Yes, I'm really excited to be able to do it in Melbourne, like I said before, against an arch rival sort of in Sydney. We play some really close games with them, and the name of the two cities that hate each other, so it's going to be an exciting game.
Do you think the supporters will turn up, though? They're back from the snow. Do you think they'll turn up Friday night?
750 hurts us a little bit. I'm sure that hurts a lot of teams. It's a late game, that Friday night, but Melbourne fans have been starving for a bit of finals action, so I'm sure they're going to pop in. And Sydney as well.
They will.
Why is it at 750, John?
Oh, talk to your station, Sam. One of your stations. Apparently it was because Better Homes and Gardens needed to be on.
Oh, for crying out
Years
loud.
ago, and it's just still the hangover from that.
Anyway, I think this is the finals are back in Melbourne for the first time in what? Two years?
Yeah, a couple of years. Well, since 2019, so it'll be fantastic. Can't wait to get along Friday night. It'll be huge.
Can't wait, Maxie. Have a great week, mate. We'll be watching.
Thanks, guys.
So, Maxie.
Do you want to see what this looks like? Well, get the visuals on Instagram. Follow Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
Spare a thought for this man. Last week, a Florida man was arrested on his honeymoon after he answered an advert for a prostitute, only to arrive at the hotel.
He was on his honeymoon.
He was on his honeymoon. Paul Tarofsky, 34 years old, Swanee
No
from
alarm
Tampa.
bells there at all for that.
No.
He decided that they went on a little trip, Swanee, down to Tampa for his honeymoon. Beautiful spot, beautiful locale. And he was lying beside his new bride, and she fell asleep.
And then he thought,
I'm looking for someone other than my wife. Other than my wife. Ashley Madison's right.
Need a bit of help.
I'm looking for someone other than my wife.
where though? The paper?
Other than my wife. Ashley Madison's right.
Oh, there's a knock at the door.
Who's with me?
For someone other than my wife.
Who?
Other than my wife.
Where?
Ashley Madison's right.
Anyone other than my wife.
Other than my wife. So he was looking for anyone other than his wife.
Sounds like he's found it.
He decided he had a bit of time on his hands. So he went online and searched. And the search come up with a big green tick for this certain address. So unaware to him, Hillsborough County Sheriffs were conducting a sting operation to clamp down on a prostitution ring, Christine.
Oh, God.
So,
I can't believe they still do that.
unaware, Paulie rolled up on his honeymoon.
Is that his name, Paulie?
Paulie, sorry.
Okay.
All excited, he tried to solicit her. However, she was an undercover detective, all dressed up, ready to go, and he was arrested on scene in Tampa at the Hyatt Hotel, where he was put into handcuffs.
Tale as old as time.
It came during a month-long operation where the coppers snared multiple Johns. I love this. The Hillsborough County Sheriff come out and Hillsborough County Sheriff did a press conference and his quote was, the only question here was, as a wedding guest, is it too late to get the gifts back that they gave at the gift register?
Good point.
Exactly.
Mate,
That is a really... surely she gets to keep them all.
No.
Did he get back and he goes, you snooze, you lose, sweetheart. You snooze, you lose.
how good's the sheriff doing gear at the press conference? He should take a leaf out of his book, Samuel.
When are people going to realise that marriage doesn't work?
When are people when?
It's a scam.
Seriously, when?
It's a scam.
I love the way they ran.
Scam by the church.
But even then, it actually is a scam by the church. Even then, the day, like on the honeymoon.
Why
That
wait?
is- That's true.
Well,
Why
Swanee,
delay the inevitable?
Swanee, he was looking for someone other than his wife.
It's true. Start as you mean to finish. It's exactly what Paulie did.
The end of the article says it's unclear whether he remains married.
He is fairly clear.
Chrissie, Sam, and Brownie.
The
It's
podcast.
going to be another beautiful sunny day today in Melbourne. Get out and enjoy it. The smell of jasmine's in the air.
It's a sunny day on Saturday, Christine.
So exciting.
I could smell the roses.
And
I could
money.
smell the
And
cut
cash.
grass.
And money.
A lot of cash. Sam, obviously you back Snap Dancer. My mighty mare.
Sam's face tells me that he did not.
Well, Pang, don't worry, because we have some audio here.
They're off and racing in the Scotty Stewart Brolly, and bit of a lad missed it by 7.
No, that's the last horse of yours that I bet on, you peanuts. And then
Bit of a lad's now an equestrian horse. After that run, obviously we thought probably not his go anymore. But I had another horse, Snap Dancer, just running in a little race called the Memsey Stakes on Saturday. A Group 1 race, if you will. And I'm pretty sure I was with you all day Friday, and I told you about how strong her chances were. So no doubt you would have jumped on.
It's about time something turned out well for you.
Thank you,
Are we
Christine.
listening
No
to, are we
worries.
listening to it, or we're just you're just going to tell us? You're going to tell us
Just
the
tell
jealous one.
Tell us what happened.
I was concerned about the start after a bit of a lad's shenanigans a few months back. Well, geez, did my thoughts change though a couple of metres into the race?
Here we go.
Ready for the Memsey, set to go, and away they go. And beginning well was Alligator Blood, but Snap Dancer fired out. Fired out, John.
Fired out.
Just exercise the demons a bit of a lad.
Why didn't you tell me that your horse was running?
I did. I'm pretty sure I told you. Anyway, won a lot of money, Sam.
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast.
I want some tropical stuff.
You want a sense of the day?
Slow blink.
Time now for a sense of the day.
John Farnham's family have released a new statement on his condition. Remains stable in ICU following the removal of the tumour in his mouth. He is awake, responding well to the care he's receiving. That's good news for Mr. Whispering. And the family went on to thank
Who in the
countless of
world
messages
calls him Mr. Whispering?
Yes.
Nobody.
Yeah, Whispering.
Whispering Jack.
Mr. Whispering.
Mr. Whispering Jack. Sorry, Mr. Jack.
That's better. Like a honey and the bee.
I love to see
You and me, we
Seems
got.
too strong. It seems unlikely though with jaw surgery.
It does seem unlikely.
COVID. What about the COVID isolation period? Is to be scaled back to 5 days. So it's currently at 7. If you know,
nice.
if you get COVID, you go inside for 7. Yeah,
That's good.
So if you get it on a Monday, you're back partying that following
the
week.
change will be discussed at this week's National Cabinet meeting, which I think that's a miracle. Obviously they've had to wait for the Prime Minister to actually be in the country to do the National Cabinet meeting, and is likely to get consensus from all states and territories. 5 days.
That's good.
Remember the 14-dayer?
Well, it would help with.
I didn't do it, but
It would help with workers, especially the hospitality industry, who've been decimated because people ring up at late notice, so we've got COVID, can't come into work.
That's it.
the Victorian government will offer free uni degrees for Victorian nurses and midwives to boost staffing across our health system.
I love
That's
this.
awesome.
Thousands of nurses and midwives, great word, midwifery,
Midwifery. My mum's a midwife, was a midwife.
and they will be recruited and trained for free as part of a $270 million initiative. What else have I got for you? Hey, you're someone who has often said to me off air that you deeply fear assassination. And
John, have you ever said that? Have you ever even thought of it?
off air,
He did.
off air,
There was half a bottle of Johnny Blue down. He was looking at the wall going, I reckon they're coming for me.
Really?
Yeah.
especially the horse one on Saturday. I'm got to be careful.
Certain parts of Adelaide, maybe Port Adelaide.
It seems that would give me anxiety.
Kim Jong, this is just a little tactic, because Kim Jong-un, of course, who he absolutely fears assassination, he's built 8 mansions so that would-be assassins never know where to find him.
Really?
Smart, John.
That's smart.
It's the human equivalent of the ball under the cup game.
Yes, it is.
Exactly.
Yes.
8 luxury houses detected in a compound in the heart of Pyongyang. And even if you don't
Like
go
that.
for... Yeah.
Yeah, well, that explains your real estate portfolio.
You just put 8 different wings in your house so your kids couldn't find you. You could start like that.
Well, that'd be
That's
good.
an
Exactly,
idea.
just something there for you. John, as a modern day, as a current Fox Footy pundit, Essendon Football Club seem to be copping a little bit of heat for their players' decision to go on a end-of-season trip. 30 of them, all overseas.
Ooh,
they're going to...
together?
Allowed 30 of their players headed over to Spain. Your thoughts?
Really?
I thought that footy
Ibiza?
trips... I don't think that's in Spain, but I thought that...
It is.
Is it? I don't know.
There may be a municipality of Spain, sir.
Whatever. Yeah, I thought end-of-season footy trips were a thing of the past. And also, the idea that haven't you just spent all year with these blokes? Why do you want to go overseas with them as well?
Well, that used to be a huge thing, yeah, but I don't think the AFL were that keen on them, especially one of the boys passed away years ago in Las Vegas. Of course, Johnny McCarthy. And so, yeah, I don't think they're promoted by that. I think they're probably I didn't think their full team would still go, but maybe after the year they've had, they may want to use it as a trip to sort of get together and bond and talk about their crap year.
The most popular, this is the big one, the most popular names for dogs in Australia have been revealed for 2022.
Yep.
Any gambits? Any
Army?
Rover?
Army.
Army?
Yeah.
Charlie?
Number 1.
Is it?
Really?
Swan.
Why is that? Why did you go with that? Charlie.
Just a gut
I've never
feel.
met a dog called Charlie.
Claire Bowditch's dog is Charlie. He's the one that looks just like Henry Winkler.
Astonishing words that just came out of your mouth.
Rusty? Rover?
Nope.
Are they in there? No.
Nope.
Let me think.
Chops.
Lola?
No. Coco, Bella, Ruby, Max, Luna, Molly, Buddy, Daisy, and Frankie.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
See also very popular kids' names there too. Frankie and Ruby.
What about the most popular breeds?
Cavoodle.
Number 1, Swanee.
And for good reason.
I don't know if I know this, but my favourite dog is a Staffordshire.
Yes, I
Terrier,
know.
right?
I love a Staffy.
And so that came in at number 5. And it's funny the things that you decide to care about. But I looked at this list of top 10 most popular breeds, and I was like annoyed that Cavoodle is number 1 and Staffordshire Terrier. Well, that says it's number 1. Let's put them in a ring and we'll find out who's number 1.
Ever wondered what happens in the studio? Check out Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Instagram.
Mystic Chrissie.
I can see a cactus.
No.
There's been some secrets unearthed around a mobile phone.
Not that I know of.
Spicy food is not your friend, Emmy.
Oh, I love spicy food.
What will she predict next?
The last couple of times, I will admit, I've been off, but I feel like the messages can get confused, and people that are on hold, I might be reading for them.
Oh, I get you.
Let's
How much do you need for my involvement? High or low?
just whatever whatever you want to give. See you tomorrow. We've got Anna. Come in, Anna from Eltham North, and I'm straight away seeing it's the Italian flag again.
No, not Italian.
Interesting.
But is Italian your favourite food?
No, not really.
Ever been to La Porchetta?
I have.
There we go.
There you go.
There it is.
See, I'm helping you. I do a Mystic Sam, Swanee.
I can see, that yellow glass. I can see yellow glass.
Sorry, I don't know what that's about.
That's just magnificent.
Why do I see, fishing?
I love seafood.
There it is.
Sure the yellow glass is not a bottle of wine?
I think it's
Bottle of
probably beer.
Chardonnay.
Beer. Why do I see now Adelaide and churches around you, Anna?
My brother owns an apartment in Adelaide.
Whoa. How did you do that?
How do I do
Palm
it?
of you around the churches.
You mentioned Adelaide. I'm seeing barrels.
I'm seeing lots of welfare checks going to the wrong people. No, why do I see Gels Park, Anna? Gels Park.
Sorry?
Gels Park.
Gels Park.
Yeah,
Not
man.
familiar with that one.
Gels Park.
Where's Gels Park, Swanee?
I don't know. I mean, that's not my job.
Nowhere near Anna.
Don't know where that is, yeah.
Gels Park.
It's a made-up park.
Anything to do with AFL? I don't know.
I can see a boat around you, a big boat, like a Spirit of Tassie level boat. Do you like cruises or have you been on a cruise?
I have been on the Spirit of Tasmania.
Whoa.
Oh, that's good.
That's good.
Can I do one?
Sure.
I see a gimp mask.
Anna?
Sorry?
No, it's all right.
All sorts of hijinks on the Spirit of Tasmania, Sam.
Sorry?
Now, this doesn't make any sense to me, and maybe not to you either, Anna, but I see 3 around you, the number 3, either a hat trick or 3. Oh, Jesus.
Divorces?
Are you all right, Anna?
I'm not trying to think.
3.
No, not
Are you
3.
one of 3, or you've got 3 kids?
I'm one of 3. My parents had 3 children,
Wow.
so yeah.
There's the 3 right there.
There it is.
3 belts of scotch in the morning.
And I see books everywhere, Anna. Just books and books and volumes of books.
3 court appearances.
We do have a study full of books.
Like a wall of books, like shelving with books in it.
Went inside
Yeah,
for 3
we've got
years.
a study which still has, like, encyclopedias and all that hard copy books.
Yes.
Yeah, have books in the house,
I also
which I'll
see...
never get rid of.
No, why would you? I can see a hot air balloon around you, Anna. I don't know if it's something you want to do or you're scared of it.
I was thinking about it, but I'm a bit scared of heights, so I don't know.
But it is on your thoughts, isn't it? And that's why what I've tapped into there, Anna.
That's incredible.
Years ago, I was thinking about it, but, yeah, I don't know about now. Plus, it's very expensive.
Anna, just back to the books. Is Jonathan Brown's life and football in amongst that pile?
I can answer that for Anna. It is not.
No, it's not, sorry.
Well, it is now.
We're going to change that for you, Anna.
That's because all the copies are at
Okay.
reception.
That'll be good.
Very good. Sound excited.
So we've got the Spirit of Tassie. That's done. I can see like veneers, teeth around you.
I'm a dental assistant.
Holy!
So that's pretty spot on.
It's pretty impressive.
And as my psychologist says to me, I think we'll leave it there.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
Now it's time for Kitty Flanagan. A comedian and good friend of the show.
And with the best hair in the business, Kitty Flanagan, welcome.
My favourite song. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Have you been paying attention tonight?
Yes, it's very exciting. Have we filmed it yet? I'm never
Yes.
sure.
Yes.
Yes, we
Yes,
have.
we filmed it.
And it was great. On there tonight with Sam, Ed, obviously, and Alex Ward, and my long lost adopted son, Ray from New Zealand, Ray O'Leary.
I don't know Ray O'Leary.
Well,
What's a new name?
You're gonna like Ray,
Yeah,
like
you're gonna love him.
Yeah, like you like Guy Montgomery. Ray, they're very, very funny.
But yeah, he does look like the son that I gave up for adoption.
Really?
30
Oh,
years
God,
ago.
I can't wait for that.
Kitty, were you on when Albo said this to Sam?
That's just mean, Sam.
I sure was.
Right. Right.
And then
you
Albo said, I can do stuff, and we all shut down because he said I can get stuff done, and we all went, all right. And so then no one arced up anymore.
He's going to have me deported or something. But,
It was actually, it was very good.
But can I just go back to the Pussycat Dolls?
Oh, yeah,
Because I was
please.
excited that I actually knew the Pussycat Dolls, and the reason I knew was because I had to walk on stage one night at a corporate gig. Never the best gigs, in a big barn of a, hotel foyer kind of place. And it was probably for a furniture company or something exciting. And the sound person, you always walk on, to music as you brought me on. They brought me on to that. How do you reckon that went down with the crowd? Like I've said, have you got something you can bring me on to? How about that? Don't you think your girlfriend was hot like me? Every woman in the room went, well, you're over.
Yeah.
Forget it. Just turned their backs and started eating their entrees. I just went, I'm like looking at the guy going, are you kidding?
Sound of
Did you want to kill me?
That's your. I think that's.
I mean, sure, I
hilarious.
requested it, but
Can we do it in real time, Dano? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the comedic stylings of Kitty Flanagan.
of all the songs.
I remember hearing those lyrics for the first time and being gobsmacked. This is really not okay.
Don't ya? What about the last time you did a gig with Sam? Apart from last night, have you been paying attention? The charity gig a couple of weeks ago, TLC for Kids. You didn't look that happy to be there.
No, you looked glum, both of you.
I think I learned the word that you taught Sam, which was that we both went home envelopeless.
Yes.
There was no money.
I've got a theory.
No money here.
I've got a theory in life. There's no greater disappointment than driving home from a charity gig envelopeless.
Envelopeless. No, I like it like this. Envelopeless.
Yeah.
Like you have to actually work for a minute and go, what does that mean? Oh, it means without an envelope. I like it as a word.
Yeah, it was a tough night, Swanee.
Because sometimes it's only, like, if you've had a bad gig, only the envelope makes you feel good. I did a terrible outdoor gig with Midnight Oil, and the only thing that made me feel good was going home and tipping that cash on the bed in the hotel room and rolling around in it.
You're going to say
the only thing that made me feel
setting it
good.
alight.
If you don't
your
mind,
own version.
if you don't mind, I'm not letting that slip. I did a gig with Midnight Oil.
Yeah, well, they weren't happy about it.
Really?
They asked for my power to be cut and had me removed. It was fair enough. I shouldn't have been out there.
What did you do? Their show or like the intermission?
Yeah, no, I was supposed to be on before, in the middle, and after, and they just cut the power and the lights. And I thought, well, I better stay out here because we can't bring Midnight Oil on if there's no power and lights. And sure enough, it was Garrett saying, cut her power, get her off. But for my own safety, people were throwing bottles. I was young. I didn't know you were allowed to walk off when people were throwing stuff at you, so I'm just staying out there like a moving target, just dodging stuff, going, I won't get paid unless I stay out here. Horrific.
How horrific.
Worst ever.
You do a podcast with Dave O'Neill. It's had a little hiatus because you've been busy.
But we're back.
It's back. It's called The Junkies. Does anyone listen to it here? I love it. I love it. I feel like it's just you and me and Dave gas bagging. And then sometimes I've got to remind myself, I'm like, no, I'm actually not there.
Well, I think sometimes Dave and I have to remind ourselves that people might be listening. Sometimes I have to say, Dave, hey, could you talk instead of just eating the food? Because I stand there and go, you've got to describe it as you're eating, Dave.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, yeah, it's like it's radio. No one's watching. You've got to actually eat and talk.
Kitty,
So
talking snacks, a new Maxi Bon has hit the fridges.
Oh,
what flavour?
Waffle flavour.
Oh, how is it?
It's off the hook.
It's good.
Is it better than the cookies and cream?
On par, but the waffle doughy bit brings a real exciting texture.
I think I'd like that.
Dino feels as though he's a natural for that podcast, by the way.
Well, I think this year we're going to start having guests, so we'll have you on, Dino. You have to pick what your specialty would be, and maybe it's Maxi Bons. We'll get you on.
Cheezels and Maxi Bons.
I never like the name of Maxi Bon. I always think it's going to be a Maxi Pad.
Yeah.
Like whenever someone starts saying,
agree.
I thought you were about to tell me about some sort of new Maxi Pad. I was like, it's going to be weird.
I saw yesterday, quite controversially to most people that know me, one of my favourite chips is the French fry. The small red.
Oh, that's not controversial.
I love French
Delicious.
fries. I know so a lot of people don't like them.
The only problem with them is you can't get enough in your mouth at a time.
I know.
You need to eat them in private because you really have to use both hands.
They have a burnt undertone.
They do, but I think that brings some extra pizzazz to them. I did notice yesterday there's a new flavour.
What flavour is that?
Light and tangy French fries.
We tried those.
And?
They made us feel a bit sick.
Whoa.
Oh.
You got to stick with the original or the salt and vinegar.
Salt and vinegars are amazing.
And double fisting.
Dino, what do you think of that?
Double fisting all the way.
I haven't tried it, John, but I'll be right on it and I'll get back to you.
Before we get on that, people want to know what's the latest with Fisk season 2. Of course, your award-winning season 1.
Yeah, we're in
won
the
a
edit
Logie.
at the moment. I won an edit for, I like to remind people, most popular actor, not best actor. It's not good acting. It's popular acting.
We will not hear a word against it. I loved Fisk so much. I'm so excited for the second season. When is it coming?
It's, I think, end of October. Season 2 is coming.
That's so soon.
Yeah, it's really soon. It's frighteningly soon.
Is our boy Sam?
He was a little busy.
Was he?
Yeah, he was
so
too
no
busy.
appearance in series 2.
No.
Kitty is prepared for a backlash too, by the way.
What
Just from
I've been getting backlash from my neighbours.
Really?
Saying, they all come up to me and go, is Sam Pang in it this season? When I say no, they go, why not?
Of course, he was the star.
There's
for
a
about
lot of
2
people in
minutes.
it.
Is Deborah Lawrence in it?
Deborah Lawrence. She's not in it, sadly. She had commitments with the Harry Potter thing.
Right, of course.
And then she left Harry Potter, but then her on-screen partner was also in Harry Potter. So
couldn't do it.
We couldn't have them.
All right, listen, the other thing you said, because I was excited when have been paying attention with you yesterday, it's very exciting. When you said, hey, I'm coming on the radio,
Yeah.
I said, well, that'll be great. And you said, hey, I want to play some games.
I like the games.
All right, well,
I do too.
This is, I've got a series
never
of them.
get games.
Got a series of them for you. We'll whip through them.
Oh,
First one.
great.
It's a denty crowd. You gotta work out who's making the tears. A denty crowd. It's another one of Pang's ideas.
So I'm going to...
You guys should put out an album. You've got all the good songs.
We might do an album. What happens is, right, I play you a scene from television or cinema
Yeah.
where someone is crying.
Cinema. All right.
And you have to try to work out who it is.
Okay.
Bang. It's a good game. Come on. All right, so that's
Come
a
on, this is an easy one, Kitty.
famous actor,
Come on,
famous movie franchise. He's crying, identa cry. What do you got?
Is it Sylvester Stallone?
Come on!
Do you know what gave it away? When he went like this. I could almost see like the side of his jaw opening on one side only.
That, of course, the very, very, very sad moment when, spoiler alert, when his trainer Mickey passed away, Burgess Meredith.
Oh, I thought it was when he lost the fight.
Same thing. All right, that's identa cry.
Kitty, do you have an identa cry you want to get out, or
What do you want to keep? What should
We'll
we do?
keep- we'll do it
going?
later?
Listen, here's one. This is another segment.
It's a denty day. You gotta work out who's saying goodbye. Identity day.
Identa die.
Yeah.
Yes, in-
Oh, who's dying?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm going to play you a
Okay.
scene from television or cinema.
Television or cinema, yeah.
And
From the films?
From the films, a person's dying, and you have to try to guess who it is or what film. We'll take anything. Go.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like there's water.
Oh, so they're being drowned? Oh, is it Jaws? Is it someone being taken by the shark?
Yes!
Good.
It's the great Robert Shaw passing away as
In the jaws of the shark.
In the jaws of the shark.
Uh-oh.
It's a denty bite. You gotta work out who's bidding farewell.
Oh, I thought it might be who's buying something online.
That's a good one, though.
That's a new
All right,
one.
once again, this was Identa By.
Okay.
Where I play you a scene from television.
Have you got Identa Psy as well?
Yes.
Who's Psy?
Yes.
Oh, you don't.
The last one. Go with this is Identa.
Thank you. You too. Hey, good luck, son.
Good luck, son.
Yeah, did you recognise the voice?
No, I didn't.
It's Robin
like
Williams.
another
voice,
clue?
I'm sure.
An additional clue, would you like?
Yeah.
You do what's in your heart, son. You'll be fine.
Oh,
Thank you, Sean.
no.
Thank you, Will.
It's Nanu Nanu.
Thank you, Will.
It's Robin Williams for sure.
Oh, no, I didn't pick that.
Oh, that's Robin Williams saying goodbye to Matt Damon in Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, I should have got that. I've
What's
watched
that last
film
one?
so
That last
many
one.
times.
Play that last one again.
Here we go.
You do what's in your heart, son. You'll be
Oh,
fine.
there it is.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Thank you, Sean.
That's all right.
You do what's in your heart. You do what's in your heart,
Thank
and all
you,
will be
Will.
do what's in your heart, and everything will be fine.
Uh-oh.
Army Hammer said that. You know that.
It's a denty sign. Who's made an audible breath? A denty sign.
Who sings the songs?
Mountford. Mount.
Oh, I love them.
All right,
So
I'm going to
good.
play you a scene from television and cinema. Someone sighing.
Or it could be from our show.
It's Jonathan Brown sighing at this segment.
Here we go.
Oh,
Oh, come on.
easy.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't heard. I
Here we
haven't
go.
played this
Wow.
version yet.
Okay.
And I've got it.
Here we
Well,
go.
who is it?
It's John Travolta as Danny Zuko in Greece.
Oh, I thought that music was still part of the play-in songs. I thought it was another one of your numbers.
No, mate.
You know, this happens all the time. Identity. We
Jesus.
should have got out at identity. Right? It happens all the time. You know what I mean? But have you
Beg
got
your
one?
pardon.
Have you got it?
I brought in one of my favourite crying scenes.
Oh, so this is Identa Cry.
Yes,
Yes.
but it's the build-up. It's the build-up to the cry.
Okay.
So it's Identa build-up cry.
Okay.
Because you are a stubborn idiot. You are not Jack Summersby, so why do you keep going on pretending that you are?
played it too soon.
I'm not? I know,
It's supposed
because
to be
how do you
from
know?
here.
Shit.
No, they played the wrong bit. I'll play it for you. It goes like this. How do you know I'm not? I know because, how do you know I'm not? I know because, how do you know I'm not? I know because I never loved him like I love you.
Sam.
The Notebook.
Did you not get at least two of the impressions? What about this? This is a good impression.
Jodie Foster.
Thank you.
Bill Cosby, one of them?
Yeah, I was going to say
Jodie
Cosby.
Foster. Yeah.
The accused?
No.
The accused.
Good Lord.
Can you do it
letting
more?
that
All right,
go.
listen. Do it one more time for me.
It's not Nell.
This is.
No, I'll get this.
Not Nell.
It's Jodie Foster, though.
Okay, this is Jodie Foster. I know because, and then this is the other person. How do you know? How do you know I'm
Where's
not?
my buzzer? Oh,
How
no.
do you know I'm not?
It's Jodie Foster.
Matthew
and it's
McConaughey.
and it's Richard Gere
Yes, correct.
in Summersby.
Very
Giveaway.
good work.
The giveaway was when they played the bit too early that said, I'm Jack Summersby.
Yeah, I
But
do
I
remember that.
I remember that from the trailer.
Yeah. It's my
I never
favourite
seen the
cry.
film.
And then she cries.
Your Jodie Foster is Bill Cosby.
Yes.
Have you been paying attention? 8:30 tonight on Channel 10. Kitty, we love you.
Thanks, Kit.
Bye, Kitty.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
Melbourne, good morning. Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Nova 100, and a huge special occasion happened on
A huge special occasion. Patti Swan, my mum, 80 years old, 80.
What?
It's a really big deal, and you just can't believe that your mother gets to 80.
Yeah.
Like, it seems so old, and she doesn't seem that old. In fact, I posted a photograph. We went out for a beautiful lunch at Crown yesterday. The mum and her two daughters and, blah, 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 grandkids and whatever. And I posted the photograph, and everybody said, God, Patti Swan looks amazing for 80, and it's true. She really does.
Yes, she does.
And she's nimble and all that sort of stuff. So that was the general feedback on the photograph. The second feedback on the photograph was reminiscing about a story that happened to her in my mum's lifetime, in Patti's lifetime. The weirdest things have happened, and the funniest stories have happened to her. You can't believe that they're true. And do you remember a few years ago something happened to her in a change room in Myers?
I do.
And I tried to tell the story, but it was so funny to me that I couldn't get it out.
I went for a whole week, the story.
And went for a whole week just to see how long it takes to be able to tell a story that you find funny without cracking up. And I thought, in honour of the Grand Dame turning 80 and the story that you, dear listeners, love so much, I thought I'd go to the horse's mouth here and get Patti Swan to tell the story of her in the change room. Good morning, Mum.
Hi, darling. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Don't know that I like that horse's mouth, but still,
The great woman, Patti Swan.
Great woman, Patti Swan. Any questions before she launches into the story in the change room?
Patti, it's Sam here. Did you enjoy your day yesterday?
Oh, Sam, it was just gorgeous. Just fabulous. It was just, favourite people and gorgeous food and lovely surround. Oh, yeah.
Her enjoyment was offset by the fact that Christine made her pick up the bill on the way out.
Patti, Dean Thomas from Off Your Tree magazine. When you went to that conservatory lunch yesterday, did they have those little sandwiches where they circular saw off the crusts?
No, I didn't notice. I was too engrossed with sweets and prawns.
There were 17,000 incarnations of prawns. Like, you think of what you can do with prawns, they did it. And prawns is one of Mum's favourite foods. It was so beautiful.
So gorgeous.
Wonderful to hear.
All right, Patti, now for the story. I need the location first and then just run away with it.
Okay, darling. Well, first off, it wasn't a changing room. I was out at Myers and I was shopping with my sister-in-law, and I decided I need to go to the loo. So we went to the Myers, restaurant. She stayed outside, lucky for her. Anyway, as I stepped in, there were two ways to go. I could go to the left or sort of swing off to the right. But as I looked to the left, there was a lady coming out, and I thought, obviously it's the left. So I turned to go that way, and I almost bumped into the woman. And I moved over to the right, and she, that bit of a dance, I go to the right, she goes right, and the left. And you usually say something there. It's something about, like, show a dance or something. But I had a good look at her, and I chose to say, oh, we've got almost the same dress on, but you've got a bit more green in yours. She didn't answer me. And then I looked a bit closer and I realised it was just a great big mirror that I was
Yes!
I can't believe you didn't answer your back, Patty. That's unbelievable. The rudeness of some people.
You said to yourself, we've got almost the same dress on, but yours has got a bit more green in it.
I noticed the other ladies was a bit different. I'm not
She did. She remarked the same thing. Said your dress has got a bit more green.
One of the great stories.
Happy birthday, Patty.
Yes, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. And you do look great
you.
for 80. If you want some sort of superficial feedback, hop onto Instagram. No one can believe
Patty, you
you're
look good
80.
for 50 is even better, isn't it?
Honey dripper.
Won't be long and you'll get the Queen's letter.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie. Ripper Show will be back tomorrow. Chrissie, Sam and Brownie. Oh, unless it's a weekend.
Over 100.